Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I want to give you some inspiration and ideas for fun social media campaigns. So obviously you can't just take these and use them because they probably won't be necessarily authentic to you, but it's just for inspiration and ideas and to see how much you can actually do with a social media campaign. All this is free. It just takes your time and energy and creativity. Those are currencies, but it will not take your dollar. So here we go. Let's dive right in. So number one, the Jonas Brothers did a really cool thing for their release, which I think is called XV. Probably should check that, but hey, here we are. So they did like a tic-tac-toe, which to the Brits is noughts and crosses, I think. And so on the Insta stories, they must have had like the members and then team members or something, and they'd do the story with the little grid, and then they'd put their cross in it, and then the other person would share it and put a 0 in it, and then going forward like that. And it was really, really cool. Very simple, really, but super effective. And I did try to find it, and I don't think it's up anymore, which is a shame. But I mean, search away and see if you can find it, because it's, I mean, I've explained it, you know. But really, really simple idea, but executed really well and really, really effective. So just some back and forth between band members. Yeah, just a cute idea, isn't it, really? Number two, I'm currently working with a band. Hi guys, if you're watching. And we're working on a big crime narrative, and this is big. So it's a crime story, fictional story. They've created characters for the band members, and it's their story of how they met before forming the band. We've gone deep with character profiles, and then we basically implement the story of how those characters meet, and then how the crime is committed, and all the social media posts, the music videos will release little details of the story, and then this builds up to then their first album release. And again, this is very authentic to them and comes from their influences, so doing something exactly like this probably isn't for you, but the idea of a fictional story, creating characters, that can definitely be something that you could run with if that feels right for you. This is probably one for the storytellers, the film buffs, those kind of people. If you like that kind of stuff, then that is a good one to consider. 3. The use of Easter eggs. So Taylor Swift and the 1975 are great examples of artists that have used a lot of Easter eggs, and these are basically little hidden details that the hardcore fans find, i.e. me. So Taylor Swift, I'll link an article below that details some of Taylor Swift's, but I know there was one where it was International Scrabble Day, and she posted a picture of her playing Scrabble, and there was like a little hidden detail of like her upcoming release. Things like this, they take a lot of work and a lot of perfect implementation, but if you can add in these little details, it just makes it really fun for the hardcore fans, and for you to see who picks up on what. The 1975 as well, when they had like their Baroque era, there was, I think, a mobile phone in one of the images that signalled the transition then to their next visual era. So just little subtle signs that are hidden. So yeah, that's something to think about too. So they're just some inspiration and ideas for when you do social media campaigns, either in general or in the build up to a release. Don't scrimp on the time and research and planning for this stuff, because you can actually do a lot without spending any money. And even if you don't do paid ads, some big elaborate campaign could actually work really well, especially if it's a long-standing one. The crime narrative one I'm doing is going to be, it's a long process. It's not your standard like 6 weeks up to release. So if there is an idea you have that you think would be really different and cool but would take some time, then just carve that time for you and get inspired and do it all properly, and find the love for the marketing and branding side of things. I think that's one of the most important things. It's, if you think of it as something commercial and boring and businessy that you have to do, then you're not going to enjoy it. So the trick is to, and this is where authentic branding comes in, the trick is to make it work for you. You might feel super inspired by one of these ideas that you can then build on, but if not, find your own idea that feels true to you? What would you want to do? You might not want to go on social media at all, and you might want to, maybe not now during pandemic time, but like do something physical out in the streets. I don't know, but you can do anything. Just make it work for you, and the results that you see will be the result of the effort you've put in and the original ideas. So take some time to get inspired with this stuff. Maybe look up, like take these ones I've mentioned, research more into them, and then look at what other ones you can find, and just, do a good social media campaign, guys. You'll enjoy it, and it will be fun, and hopefully it will yield good results for you too. I hope that is helpful. That is all for today, and I will see you next time. Bye!